Hey everyone, welcome to another Painting with Jay. As always, my name is Jay. Grab a brush, grab some models, grab some paints, and paint along with me. Let's rid our world of unpainted models, or in this week's case, terrain, which is kind of a model, once you think about it. Model piece of terrain. So it's all good. I've actually finished up painting up all my Tyranids, which are done. It's fantastic. I finished my Hierophant, and now I'm working on terrain, specifically the terrain from Shadow War Armageddon. And then starting the week after Adepticon, because next week I'll be gone at Adepticon, I will be working on some terrain from a really awesome company owned by Austin. You may know them as Brush or Hire, called Death Ray Designs. And I have a couple pieces of terrain already in my battle reports. You guys would recognize all my objective markers and my landing pad are from Death Ray Designs, so I'll keep working on those pieces of terrain as well. I'm going to just work on terrain for the next probably month or so, get it all done, and that way I can have more variation in my battle reports and some awesome looking battle reports, right? I want to make as good content for you all as I can. And so yeah, so today I'm going to work on some terrain. I'll show you what I kind of have done. I did one piece as a trial of the set, and I'm now working on the other pieces. Today I'll be mostly working on weathering. Weathering using a sponge, getting the breaking up the paint jobs, and then working on some rust as well. So it'll be good stuff. And then afterwards, if I even have time, I'll work on the brass areas. We'll see. We'll start painting and see what we get to. So let's get started. I haven't missed a spot. Hey everyone, so welcome back. I've been working on some terrain. Now the reason why I haven't done a Painting with Jay for a little bit is because I had to airbrush most of this, so it really wasn't a Painting with Jay worthy. So here are the pieces I'm working on right now. Today I'll be weathering the paints because I don't want the blues to be nice and pristine. I want them to be old and grungy, like this. As you can see, definitely chipped. I'm just doing some quick sponging because it's terrain. I don't really, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it just looking awesome in battle reports. Now here's what the piece that I worked on and I did a quick tutorial on it. I don't know if I'm going to release it, but if you guys want me to, I will. I filmed it just in case. This was my test piece of terrain. I really wanted to look old and rusty, and as you can see, just worn out. Matching my orc scheme, like this is why I thought my orcs would look really good on this, so I matched my orc the way I paint like my grot tanks. And the reason why I'm doing sponging is just because it's a lot easier than the other methods for terrain. So it's a really easy weathering technique. So all I'm doing is breaking up my sponge like this. I'm going to take some, first I'm going to take some dark silver, which would be lead belcher, put it in my palette, and go from there. Actually, I should finish up this last piece as well that I don't believe I finished up. I don't think I finished up one of the pieces. This one. Yeah. So I'll finish up that one. And yeah, we'll go from there. So just gonna put a bit of lead belcher in my palette. And the key is, of course, you want different sizes of your sponge, so different textures. So you put different amounts, and then if you think you do too heavy, you just simply go back over it with a different part of the sponge, and it kind of corrects it to make it look a little bit more realistic here. So there we go. See. Good. So that's the first color. Now I'm going to work on this giant piece for the next couple minutes, obviously. And this will just really weather it quickly. I'm not that I'm rushing on these pieces or anything, but I just wanted to get it done effectively because it's a broken chain. Didn't want to, they're big pieces, and I'd prefer to get them done so I can do them and get them in battle reports. I might actually end up playing some Shadow War again in the future. That'd be cool. I've been having a lot of just fun playing open war cards for 40k. I think that's the only way I like 40k right now is actually open war cards. It's been fun. The new chapter approved rules are kind of fun too. I played one of two of those against Dave, and they were good. You know what? They were good. But I really like the open war cards. I don't play open war, just the cards. They create some fun scenarios that that lead to some interesting battle reports, I find. They're not the same old, just wait and grab objectives. It's they create some interesting scenarios. The changes to the, you just choose a deployment type, which is random from the group of cards, and the random deployment types. I tried one the other day with Dave playing. I played the new, not the new Necrons, but I played 8th edition Necrons for the first time, and I might actually see if I can get that battle report up before I leave for Adepticon. The reason is I know new Necrons are on the horizon, probably in, what was that? I think it was Spock. Probably in the next couple of weeks, so I probably should get it up before that. I do have another battle report in my queue. It was a great game I played against Stu. The new Tyranids versus Astronaut Terra. Great game as well. But as you can see, this just weathers it really easily and effectively. And then after this, of course, I'll go over with another tone of silver. I gotta sneeze. Yeah. Oh, bless me. So. Yeah. So that'll be good. Necrons were fun. They are not very, I wouldn't say they're a top tier army right now. Hopefully the new codex fixes that. They are definitely very kind of survivable. My guys survived a lot. They just didn't kill. It took a lot of time to kill. But what I did find was I was definitely whittling down Dave's army. Dave was playing Admech. And I was definitely whittling down Dave's army at a much faster rate than he was whittling down mine, because mine was just more survivable. So, a lot of people talking upstairs. That's okay. And yeah, so that was fun. What else have I been up to? Not a whole lot. Working, being tired. I haven't made a video much this month. It's been a really tiring month, really busy. I really should get back on it. I really should. And I will. That's why I'm filming Painting with Jay. I've ordered a couple new supplies that I'm going to make I think I'm just going to put them into Miniature Painting 101. That'd be kind of cool. Good. Some basing stuff, that'll be cool. There we go. This definitely looks much more worn than that did earlier. Didn't take me very long. I've been only talking for 7 months. That's the thing about sponging. It's just so much quicker. So now I'm just going to take some Ironbreaker, the next color, and repeat this process, but go a little bit lighter, and go on and try to interweave between new areas and older areas, because that kind of looks like some more recent chips. Yeah. So, what else? Adepticon's coming up next week. So those of you who are at Adepticon, definitely come find me. The odds are you'll find me among the 40k players. And in the Badger booth because that's where I go a lot of the time to help Ken, just chill with him, catch up, talk hockey and baseball. See, as you can see, the new color just adds a little bit of variation, a little bit brighter tone to the chipping. I'm also really looking forward to like half a week off work. I'm gonna do all these areas brass and then weather them as well. So that way it's a little bit of a, some variation in colors, and then I'm gonna rust out or do some rusting out in a second when this is all done of the terrain, of all the metallics here. I've already had it I tinted it pretty strongly. It's now like a maroon because what I did was I just did a large quantity of Nuln Oil and I added Agrex Earthshade, and then a bit of Caribou Crimson. So, and then I'll do some quick brass areas to break up the monotony of the pieces, and then probably do hit it with a brown shade, and then my final step will most likely be what's it called? Nihilic oxide. So do some oxidation on it. Cool. This terrain is cool. It's a bit modular, so you can kind of build it however you wish. I might pick up some more of it in the future. Once I'm all done my terrain, I'll probably wait a bit, paint up some more models, buy some more terrain. As long as it's all painted, that's what I'm really happy with. I didn't want to progress until I finished all my Tyranid models, and they're done. So the entire army is now painted. I really should do a showcase. To get it all on the same table. I'll probably wait till after Adepticon, and since Mikey, I'm definitely gonna play a game against Mikey Vengeance. It's my tradition. He's a really good guy who likes people. And I'm gonna bring an army to Adepticon, play some people. See if I can talk to some Games Workshop people, maybe schmooze. There we go. Look at this. It's very. Get some different textures. I'll rust out a little bit as well. But I'm going to do bronze on the symbols, get it all done, get this on the tabletop. That'll be cool. Yeah, unfortunately terrain just isn't, what it was back in the older editions where terrain did stuff. The more I play 40k, the more I'm like, terrain rarely comes into any play. Doesn't do much. That's okay. Maybe they will fix that. So I'm just taking off more pieces of my sponge because they're soaked in metallics now. I'm going to take some Mephiston Red. And I'm going to add some to my palette. And this is going to be the first step of my So I got my Mephiston Red. And I'm going to take just a tiny bit of XV88 to tone it down a bit because it's very, very bright red. So a little bit of XV88, mix it up. What I do find is it brightens it, but it's not as like deep of a red. It becomes almost like an orange. It's basically an orange. But because I'll be doing the first level of sponging with this and rusting the metallics out, and then I'll be doing another layer with just the brown to dirty it up and also to tone it a bit down, because it's going to be pretty bright. So once again, the key for this step is you don't want it to look monotonous, and you don't want it to be too heavy, which is a fun challenge. So I'll take this piece, I have a bunch of stairs or ladders as well. So whenever you find it's too heavy, like there, you could just take another piece of sponge and kind of blend it in. So as you can see, there's and it'll end up looking quite nice in the end. You just keep breaking up different areas and different patterns. Definitely looks rusted. Like as I said, this is terrain, and it's going to be the background pieces of my battle reports. So to me, I'm trying to look something that'll look good for my battle reports. Like clearly rusty, good. So it'll be good. And as you see, sponging is a much quicker method than, like I was thinking of using pigments, but pigments are a mess, especially on these kind of pieces of terrain, and they tend to have really bad, to me, it'd just be a mess. I was gonna do it, but I'm like, you know what, might as well just sponge it, get a couple tones going, and get the rusting like this. Plus, I was already pre-tinted it with my series of washes that really help with the work that I'm doing now. But as you can see, that's good. This is it. I'm actually removing most of the stuff that I put on my sponge because it is so heavy. That you don't want it to be too crazy. That's okay. I'll tone it down after with a bit of a dirtying. There we go. As you see, it does kind of blend it right in. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Adepticon. It's always I actually do love Adepticon. I love Gen Con too, but I like Adepticon more because of the close-knit feel. And also to paint the wires red at the end, but I'm gonna wait to the end. Actually, that'll probably be my next. We'll see. I don't know what my next step will be. There we go. Very rusted out. Good. One piece down. As you can see, it's actually quite effective. I'm just going to do a bunch of these ladders that I am just going to do the same thing too, but I haven't decided where I'm putting all the ladders, so I'm just going to paint them first and then go from there. That's good. Good. Yeah, what am I looking forward to at Adepticon? I'm not doing much. As I said, I didn't sign up for a lot of events or any painting sessions. I got a swag bag. I didn't get the VIG because it wouldn't let, I didn't get it. I wanted to, but that's okay. It's okay. Looking forward to just hanging out with people, seeing my fellow YouTubers, I know a couple have already recently pulled out, unfortunately, but that's okay. I'll still see a bunch. I'm hoping I get to see Chung from WGC / he has this really cool new aquarium channel going. I do forget the name of the aquarium channel, but it's really cool. I'm watching his content. He's very passionate about aquariums now, so I wish him the best of luck. It's really cool that he's found passion in another niche that, he's building his channel. Got paint all over my hands. That's okay. That's the sign of a painter. It's paint all over your hands, right? I'm looking forward to just seeing people, hanging out with people, getting to see fans and viewers and subscribers. Hopefully get to see Black Tom. Hope Black Tom's going. Black Tom, I hope you're coming. Get to go hang out and play a game with Mikey Vengeance. That's always fun. Get to work with, not work, get to hang out with Ken. I don't really work. No, I just do it for fun. Sell some brushes, talk to him, get to catch up on all the new painting stuff. Badger's awesome. The company, I have to say that. I really, and obviously I'm not paid at all to say it. I feel like what's his name? I was paid, I've been using a Badger airbrush way before. No, I'm kidding. I was never paid to paint with a Badger airbrush. They're not my sponsor. Ken's just a really awesome guy who I love to help out, and that's it. I was going to tell you all a joke about time travel, but you didn't like it. Yeah, the name of this video is going to be Training Day. Bad jokes with Jay. I was actually thinking about that. I should make a dad joke channel. I'm not a father. That's my only. I don't know if that's a criteria that you have to meet to make dad jokes, but that's okay. So as you can see, I'm just going to work my way around the pieces of terrain. It's coming along quite nicely though. Sponging just takes so much speed. It takes so much worry and stress away from painting this. It's so quick and easy. So quick and easy. Sorry, I'm back. Girlfriend just needed some assistance with some computer stuff. Let's continue. As you can see, sponging is just coming along well. But there we go. Coming along quite nicely. And yeah, so as I said, things are gonna be fun. I'm excited just to take a couple days off, stress-free. And just enjoy Adepticon. It's always a fun convention because of the close-knit nature to it, like especially if you're at the hotel that it's at. It's a reasonable size convention, lots of good vendors, and it's all miniature wargaming. Versus Gen Con, which is such a heavy board gaming influence there that it's just not as much wargaming. Games Workshop has a tiny booth. Project Press has a okay-sized booth at Gen Con, but yeah, it's always a much more fun convention. I'm excited. It'll be good to catch up with the guys at Miniwargamer. See what they're doing. Steve, Bug Steve. It's always fun to bug Steve. Give me your hand. Perfect. rusted out a little bit inside as well. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I'm just weathering. The next, this video will just be weathering, and then I probably will have these pieces of terrain done before the next one, but otherwise then I'll just continue on with the brass and wiring. But I'm hoping to have this stuff done, as I said, before I go to Adepticon. Maybe I'll do one more painting with Jay next week. We'll see if I have time. Tuesday is good. Well, I'm not... Yeah, we'll see. Because Monday I'm preparing, I'll probably vlog it, my preparation for Adepticon. And then I'm going to leave Tuesday night. Or no, Wednesday. No, Wednesday. But that's okay, I have a house sitter. To be watching House, and Spock, and Jimmy, who's my girlfriend's cat. And you see it just adds a little bit more like rusting as well to this. Breaks up the blues and the silvers. Awesome. Look at that. Alright, next piece. I'm going to just mix up some more paint. And keep going. That's today's painting with Jay is about the terrain. So yeah, it's been cool. I haven't painted some terrain in a long time. And it was just a nice break to take after all my Tyranids, because painting the same Tyranids for like 4 months. Got them all done. So now the whole army is done, and I can turn my attention to this, and then new army. I haven't decided what I'm going to paint yet. Depends on, I guess, what happens in the next couple months for codices, I guess. Just to be honest, I do have a couple armies that I could start and get them done. I might do one of them, but I'm kind of waiting to see what happens to the codices. I'm guessing Necrons are going to be in the near future, obviously. So maybe I will paint up all my Necrons and get them done next. Get all my Necrons finished and all painted up, which there aren't that many left. I worked really gung-ho on my Necron army, but at least I could do that then and get them all done. Then another army done, And it'd be cool because then I actually have a new codex to model some stuff off of, and yeah. So, as I said, I still don't know what I'm going to do with codex reviews. Only because so many YouTubers have such early access to it, and I can't seem to connect myself with the people who would let me have early access to it. So by the time I do a video review, there's already been like 18 video reviews on them, and this now Games Workshop is leaking their own rules so much in advance that they've really kind of killed codex reviews for me. But we'll see. It's not about money or anything. I'm not getting views. Like it's good to put my own spin on things. I still haven't even bought in the Dark Angels Codex. From what I heard, I really don't like it, but I'll get it eventually. Yeah. It's the first time I had an army and don't have a codex for it. Ever. So I really should solve that situation. But I'm gonna heavily rust this one up. Yeah, I gotta get back in the swing of my videos. Unfortunately, I've been busy. And when the warp got shut down, I just have been working on my videos more of a hobby now. Which has allowed me to actually enjoy a little bit of free time. My job has been really, really busy lately. Doing 10-hour days some days, and it's just been busy. Really, really busy. Of course, my channel is still increasing in views and subscribers. Like my pacing is actually getting better for my channel. It's kind of funny. I've been stepping back a bit, and the number of subscribers I'm getting per month is actually slowly increasing. That's okay. Yeah, this Painted with Jay will be back, and then as I said, I'm going to try to have one battle report put up before Adepticon. And of course, I'll be vlogging at Adepticon, bringing my vlog camera again, talking with people. Yeah. That piece done. Final piece. I love sponging. This is awesome. It's taken me significantly less time than it would be with pigments, and the effects are nice. They look great for battle reports. And that's what I want. Just a terrain that will look... Oh, I didn't do that part. Did forget that. The blues. Just add a bit of red in there. This entire perimeter part is going to be brass, and I'm just going to paint that separately. I don't want rust on the brass, right? Some rust. There we go. But there. This will be just a heavy rusting spot. Now I'm going to tone down the rusting a little bit with some browns to just kind of to tone it down a bit. Yeah. The next step. This is cool. And after that, I'm going to start some training next week, or probably the week after, because of Adepticon. I'll see if I actually have enough time to do a Painting with Jay for the next week. Maybe I'll have time to do a new piece of terrain. But again, the terrain that I'm working on primarily with the stuff like the awesome terrain that I got from Death Ray Designs, it's mostly airbrush. So it's not really a Painting with Jay. It's more of just that's the other thing. I gotta get my airbrush series off the ground. Sorry, back into the content. I have an airbrush series from the Warp that I really should just start putting in free videos for in my normal content. It's just, I gotta stop calling it free content. It's just my content now, the Miniwargamer J channel. I'm gonna move over my Airbrush 101 series, probably starting in a couple weeks. Yeah. And that'll be good. I hope you guys like that, the Airbrush 101 series. It's pretty good. I'm proud of the series. And look at this. This piece of terrain is coming along. Doesn't look very pristine anymore. I'm excited to get this into battle reports. And then again, I'll start my next mission. I don't think this will be the year that I've done all my models, because I could probably spend another 4 months solely on orcs. Definitely could spend another like 4 months on orcs alone, painting up all my orkiness. And this chain's gonna totally break off, so I might as well knock that off. Yeah. So we'll keep going. I'm excited to start a new project after this. It'll be good. But yeah, it's been great that I got my Tyranids done. Now some terrain, and then I don't know what next. Either I'm just going to do Necrons or Space Marines again for a few months. Maybe a new army. I don't even know. I'll make that decision when it comes up. I'll just figure out what I want to do. It might be influenced on the recent codices. It might not be. I gotta turn on that part at least. That was a little too strong. Sponging. There we go. Put it down. Need a little more paint. I'm running out of paint, but that's okay. I figure I'm going to use the exact amount that I need. Switch colors. And then go from there. I'm almost out of paint, but that's okay. And then I'll just do a quick XV88 coat to tone down a little bit of the brightness, or is it like the vibrant red. And then from there, we'll be okay. Look at this. It's a cool piece of terrain. I don't remember the rules for it. I gotta find it. Because the terrain, it's mostly just a 4-up cover, I'm assuming, while on it. Yeah. Sorry, not 4-up cover. +1 cover. Sorry. Not a 4-up cover. That's the old rules. Those were back when terrain did stuff. Other than look awesome. Like, it does make the battle reports look awesome. Besides that, there we go. Yeah, so that looks good. All the pieces are redded up. I'll just get the other part of this. Alright, good stuff. Now what time is it? Oh, I gotta call it. That's okay. Well, we got some work done. I gotta call it here now so I can go get ready for work. But as you see, I got the reds done. I got a good amount of work done today. I got the chipping, the reds are done, and now I'll do the browns to tone it down. And that cool rhyming scheme, then brass and reds. I actually might be able to do another painting with Jay then probably this weekend for next week to finish up the pieces. And we'll go from there. So let's end now. So that concludes another Painting with Jay. I really hope you enjoyed today's content, got some painting done too. Hope your world is being painted. You know, that you no longer have as many painted models as unpainted models as you used to. That's what this is all about. And I'm having fun. This terrain has been awesome, and it's been good to paint along. So stay tuned for more videos. As always, this content is brought to you by my Patreon subscribers. As you can see them go by my head. It's because of my Patreon that I can keep dedicating time throughout the week to my videos. It's been a really busy week, and I really, if you want to help support my videos, check out my Patreon campaign. Link in the description below. So stay tuned for more vids. Until next time, this is Jason. Happy painting with me.